Hello, everyone. Welcome to our tutorial on how to use ChatGPT to review and understand the tone of work emails. We all have trouble communicating at times, and it can be especially difficult in a work setting. Sometimes it's hard to tell how you come across via email or the intentions behind someone's email to you. ChatGPT can help with that. Today, we'll explore how this powerful tool can help you communicate more effectively in a professional setting. Let's dive right in. So navigate to ChatGPT, and I am going to go ahead and paste a work email in here. This is a typical work email, but it's important to ensure that your tone aligns with your message, and that's where ChatGPT comes in handy. So let's ask ChatGPT to review this email and provide insights on its formality. So I'm going to go ahead and type in review email for, and then paste the email. All right. So ChatGPT comes back with a response, essentially saying this is a positive and appreciative tone, and that it effectively conveys gratitude, it's polite and professional, and in general, a standard, well-written email. So let's explore different tones. So I will ask, how do we make this email sound more friendly while maintaining professionalism? And it's rewritten the email, maybe with a more friendly tone. And you can even ask, what changes did you make? So this is helpful when you are using ChatGPT as a drafting tool. So when it rewrites something for you, it may not be obvious exactly what it's done. So it lists exactly the changes that it made. Replaced as we progress to looking ahead. Adjusted thank you for your dedication to thank you for your unwavering dedication. So just points out the changes made, and that will help you as you go forward. If you want to make any edits to it, you know exactly what it did. Okay, so now let's say you're frustrated with a coworker and you write an email from that place of frustration. Luckily, you take a break before sending it and you ask ChatGPT to review the tone first. So I'm going to say review tone. Then I'm going to paste the email. And as you can see, this is kind of an frustrated, angry email, maybe not that professional. All right, so this is awesome. So it says your email appears to be assertive and urgent, but the tone might come across as confrontational. So they wrote a revised version, or the program wrote a revised version where it might be a little bit more professional. And you can compare the changes by asking it to list the changes. So this gives you an idea of what went wrong in the email and how ChatGPT changed your writing. Instead of I need answers, a more diplomatic opening, the more polite and considerate tone. So this is helpful if you also struggle to know what is the proper etiquette in email. This really outlines the etiquette here. ChatGPT really makes it easy to adjust tones to suit different situations to help you write your emails, especially those more difficult conversation emails. So now that we've explored using ChatGPT to analyze and adjust tone in our own emails, let's shift our focus to understanding the tone in someone else's message. This is crucial for effective communication. So let's see how ChatGPT can help with that. So imagine you've received an email and you're not quite sure about the tone. You don't know what how the sender feels, and you're not sure if if you're in trouble, or maybe you just get an email and it makes you a little anxious. So let's ask ChatGPT for some insights. So here's my sample email. So I'm going to analyze the tone of this email I received. So if you had a chance to pause and read the email, you will find that this might be a little intimidating. It could bring up feelings of anxiety that will make it harder to process the information. So this is where ChatGPT comes in. It's analyzed it. It says the tone of this email is professional, but it carries a sense of concern and a desire for clarification. And here is a breakdown. So this is really helpful if you're feeling kind of overwhelmed by an email that you get, to have ChatGPT break it down for you, so you can kind of reflect and recenter. And even though the email expresses concern, the sender is open to discussing the issues and aims for successful collaboration moving forward. So when you're having trouble processing information, it helps to have an additional resource that can break down the interaction for you without bias. I find this super useful if I ever get kind of a stressful email. ChatGPT is a valuable tool not only for refining your own tone, but also for deciphering the tone in the messages you receive. This dual capability makes it an indispensable asset in enhancing workplace communication. Thank you for watching. I hope you feel confident about how to use ChatGPT to review and understand the tone of work emails.